Have you ever felt like you were different from most people, not in a strange or eccentric way, but in how you see things, how you feel emotions, and how you respond to the world around you? If you recognize yourself in the following traits, chances are your brain is working in a way that few people ever experience, a way that is subtle, powerful, and incredibly rare. 1. You don't follow your emotions, you lead them. There are times when you might feel angry, sad, or anxious to the point of being overwhelmed, but instead of letting those emotions control your actions, you pause. You don't send the message in anger, you don't lash out when you're hurt, you allow a small moment of stillness between the feeling and the reaction. And that moment, that silence, is your strength. It doesn't mean you're cold, it means you have control over yourself. That's a clear sign of inner mastery, something many people never develop, even in a lifetime. 2. You don't accept every thought just because it shows up. Like everyone else, your mind is full of thoughts, but you don't blindly believe everything that pops into your head. You ask yourself, is this really true? You challenge your own assumptions. You don't rush to trust every emotion or opinion that arises. It may sound simple, but it's incredibly rare. Most people live on autopilot. They think, they feel, they act, but you're different. You can observe your own mind, a form of metacognition, and that is true mental freedom. 3. You don't get bored because you're impatient, you crave depth. Maybe you often lose interest or feel frustrated with repetitive, meaningless tasks. It's not that you're unfocused or lazy, it's just that your brain longs for complexity, for real challenges. When you're faced with a tough problem, a deep strategy, or a system waiting to be explored, you come alive. You don't need noise or drama. You need something that truly engages your mind. 4. You don't need agreement to feel secure. While most people are constantly scanning the room, wondering what others are thinking or how they'll react, you don't do that. You don't need everyone to agree with you in order to believe in yourself. You don't wait for permission before taking your next step. You're not someone who looks for conflict, but you also won't compromise your personal values just to keep the peace. There's a quiet certainty inside you, one that doesn't need applause or approval. Sometimes, that can lead to misunderstandings. People might call you stubborn, arrogant, or distant. But in truth, you're simply someone who doesn't build their self-worth on someone else's nod of approval. You understand that clarity often comes before consensus. You're willing to be misunderstood, you're willing to walk alone, because deep down, you have a solid trust in what you're doing, and that is a sign of true emotional strength. When you combine all of these qualities, awareness in your thinking, emotional self-regulation, a deep need for meaning,